I was talking to Heather about all the things she said she would never do. She was never going to join a string band. She was never going to drive across a bridge. I mean, a big bridge, like over the Delaware River. And she was never going to live in the city. I suppose that shows you that love conquers all.
This is it, ladies.
I have no idea when Heather knew Chalie was the one, but I have to brag because I knew immediately. So the first time we met Chalie, he came to a family barbecue at Heather's parents' house, and there were lots of people, tons of relatively easy to talk to people, and Chalie chose to sit between Heather's nan and our granny. So 2 white-haired ladies in their 80s, one of whom doesn't hear very well, and the other of whom really couldn't see very well, so it's a really hard conversation to manage. And I have this crystal clear memory of sitting across the table, watching it happen, and thinking, I'm gonna tell this story at the toast when he marries my cousin. And I don't normally believe in that rom-com stuff, so I even thought it was a little bit crazy until I walked outside and my mom turned around to me, and the first thing she said was, "So Heather's gonna marry that guy, right?" I think I speak for the whole family when I say we are so glad you did, Heather.
Heather, receive this ring
as a sign of my love and fidelity.
as a sign of my love and fidelity.
In the name of the Father,
In the name of the Father,
and of the Son,
and of the Son,
and of the Holy
and
Spirit.
the Holy Spirit.
Chalie, receive this ring
As a sign of my love and fidelity.
as a sign of my love and fidelity.
In the name of the Father,
In the name of the Father,
and of the Son,
and of the Son,
and of the Holy Spirit.
and of the Holy Spirit.
I remember when Heather and Chalie first started dating for mummers practice. I would ask, how's the guy from string band? And the responses to the questions over the years about from, he's doing good, to, I think Chalie and I are getting married. So thank you to Pensport String Band for uniting the beaming bride and groom before us.
So they're both mummers, and that's how they met, because Chalie was a dancer, and when he first saw her, he said, I think I like her.
I think everyone just wants their brother to find someone that's going to inspire them, to challenge them, and again, make them ultimately a better person. It didn't take long at all for me to realize Heather was that person for Chalie. I remember when they started dating, Charles not someone to text me, first of all, but all I was getting was calls and texts saying, when are you gonna meet her? When are you gonna come over? You gotta come meet her. It didn't take me long to realize why he was so enthusiastic. There isn't a more loving, more kind, and more genuine person than you, Heather.
They're very compatible. They like a lot of the same things. She was very supportive, and he always seemed happy with her. So I kind of figured this might be the one.
Today is your day, and I hope for the both of you, tonight is everything you've dreamt of and more, and that you have a lifetime filled with love and happiness. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating the new Mr. and Mrs. Chalie Nicholas.
Let me tell you a little bit about my beautiful cousin. She is my cousin, but I'd say we grew up a lot more like sisters. Our parents like to refer to us as attached at the hip, which I like to think is a pretty good place to be, because as a lot of you already know, Heather is so much fun to be around.
It's my wedding dress, and I took off the appliques, and that's for my veil.
No.
Now you can make me cry before I put this on.
She's a nice person. She smiles all the time. She's kind. She volunteers. So she's just an all-around really nice person.
When I first met Heather, she was everything we see before us today. Smart, caring, down to earth, and had a broad palate for chicken nuggets. When you look up true friend, it's somebody who's honest, loyal, kind, empathetic, and selfless. It's so effortless to say that Heather embodies all of those traits. She is trustworthy, the person you want to run to with the best news, the ultimate secret keeper, best listener, and supporter.
Heather's been planning this her whole life, what her wedding was going to be. She picked out the most beautiful dress, and she just looked gorgeous.
Nice. There it is, Mom. Cuddle in, cry. You know what to do.
I don't know what to say. You're beautiful.
Thanks. Heather, even though it seemed like it would never happen, we are finally here. Today is the day that I get to marry the love of my life and my best friend in the world.
Charlie was a very affectionate, considerate little boy. He has a fun personality, and he's very easygoing, and he's just a very kind person. He's still the same little considerate, affectionate little boy.
I gained more than just a friend on that day in summer camp all those years ago. I gained a brother. And Charlie, words don't do justice the relationship we've had. It went from only seeing each other in the summers to every other month that we could possibly get. You were always there for me. You know I'll always be there for you. And again, I love you.
All of the other performers kind of noticed a certain chemistry that was growing between Chalie and Heather.
Chal, I love the relationship I share with you, your amazing sense of humor, our mutual love for Penrose, and how simply unfazed you are by any ridiculously simple task Heather and I are trying to accomplish. You've been so helpful every step of the way leading up to your wedding day with any request to make an event special for Heather without any hesitation, and I truly thank you for that.
Love is patient, love is kind. It is not jealous, it is not pompous. It is not inflated, it is not rude. It does not seek its own interests. It is not quick-tempered, it does not brood over injury. It does not rejoice over wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. It bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never fails.
He was all teary-eyed, and she was all smiles, so it was very nice. Their happiness just glowed the whole day. It was just really nice to see.
On behalf of Heather and Charlie, I welcome all of you, their family, their friends, their neighbors who have gathered here this afternoon for this very special day in their lives. And I think we are all grateful that that day is finally here. I know they are, most especially.
Chalie, you bring out the absolute best in Heather. I've seen her become the best version of herself because of you.
Happiness that only comes from two people who are perfect each other in every way and whose love is the real deal. Charlie's a better man today just from knowing and experiencing life with Heather.
I, Charlie,
Take you, Heather,
take you, Heather,
to be my wife.
to be my wife.
I promise to be faithful to you
I promise to be faithful to you
in good times and in bad,
in good times and in bad,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love you
to love you
and to honor you
and to honor you
all the days of my life.
all the days of my life.
I, Heather,
Take you, Charlie,
take you, Charlie,
to be my husband.
to be my husband.
I promise to be faithful to you
I promise to be faithful to you
in good times and in bad,
in good times and in bad,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love you
to love you
and to honor you
and to honor you
all the days of my life.
all the days of my life.
You can kiss your bride.
It was very meaningful. It was a beautiful ceremony, very serious, and it was nice that they got to pledge their love to each other at church. I think it meant a lot to a lot of people, and it was so beautiful and personal, the ceremony.
my friends, Mr. and Mrs. Chalie Nicholas.
Chalie came and asked permission to marry Heather. It was quite exciting, and he asked us in July, and then we asked when he was going to pop the question, and he said, maybe next year. And we're like, what? Said, I can't keep a secret that long. So he did move it up to December, which was quite pleasant for us.
But Chalie really sealed the deal for me when they were getting engaged. He didn't tell me. I said to myself, wow, he is so smart. I would have had to sit with that marinating secret for 6 months, and to this day, I thank you for that.
Oh, I never thought I could get the chance to be here with you. To left feet, step by step, heartbeat.
And to Heather and Chalie, you guys are beautiful today. Congratulations to you, and again to everybody. If you don't have a good time tonight, I question your ability to have a good time.
Heather, I am so proud of the woman you are and have grown to be. Confident, strong, outgoing, and grounded. I cherish all of the moments laughing hysterically at 17 around the kitchen table about anything, and I'm ecstatic knowing that the best years are yet to come with an incredible man by your side.
Just take some time, but little by little, yeah, we'll get it right. Oh, I never thought I could.
Well, the big thing that stood out was their dance. They pulled it off amazingly. It was the highlight of the evening. They were so incredible. They looked like professionals.
To the bride and groom, we love you both so much. We wish you a long and healthy marriage and a lifetime of happy memories. Cheers.
When a band member gets married, mummers show up to celebrate with us. Matter of fact, it was a record number of musicians that showed up.
I see them having a life of happiness and togetherness. I could see them being parents and being really good parents because they're both very lovable and they both like children a lot.
I think lots of laughs. I hope a few children. I think they're going to be happy and have an enjoyable life together.
Chalie and Heather, I wish for you a lifetime of happiness, health, and love. I wish that you have beautiful, happy children and that you get to share many years together with your beautiful family.
Heather and Chalie, I wish you nothing but the best in their future. I hope that you have a wonderful life together, and we're so happy for you.
To my two best friends, to the people that inspire me every day to become better, and to the two people who have taught me to never give up on those who mean the most to you. I wish you a lifetime of happiness, love, and joy. I love you guys. Cheers.
I am so excited for however many years we have in front of us, and to spend all of those years and have these adventures. Love Chalie. It's like a adventures.
Catholic school.
Really did not get that Catholic school.
Suspenders on the outside. Oh my God. We forgot to put the suspenders on the right side. Do your job. I didn't even think about it. Do your job.
Suspenders are under.
I thought you got it.
Underneath the shirt. Hold on, come in for the light.
Oh, I don't want your set on there.
My son, this is about my son.
I know it.
My baby.
We were real mummers, even though we were dancers. I prefer the term performer, by the way.
Sort of strippers did exist. Not that I know. There we go. Joe, I feel more bad for you than anything. You got a nice salt right there.
Everything seemed to go smoothly until she started walking down the aisle, and one of the videographers stepped on her veil, and she started laughing because that's just like one more thing to hold her back from getting married, kind of thing.
Nice and moist. Here we go.